Hi, how you doing? This is Joshua at Daily Visual, and I'm going to be your quick instructor for installing your wall decal for your Vance and Hines logo. So first of all, we're going to set a couple tape tabs up. And usually what I like to do, these are just some quick ones I had set up. But I'm actually going to take 2 quick tape tabs, put one on each side, like so, stretching across. And another one over here. You can get rid of these other ones, so you should just have 2 tape tabs like so. Alright? Now we're going to go ahead, and once you have it tabbed up and a general idea of where you want to place it on the wall, we're going to go ahead and measure it and center it up. So if you're measuring off the 2 points over here and you're trying to center, make sure and measure from your furthest point over and from your furthest point over, and make sure you just have the same space to make sure you're centered. Okay? Now we're going to go ahead and make sure we're level. Usually it's best to go ahead and try to level off of the floor, because that's going to be your most square surface. Unless you've got some kind of another railing or a window molding that you're trying to square up off of, you can go ahead and measure off of that. But for the time being, we're going to go ahead and measure off the floor. Okay? So what I'll do is just take my measurement up here from the floor to the height. And I've got 67 inches here. And I'm going to come to this side. And I've got just a little over 67 inches. So I'm going to bring this down, make sure I'm at 67. Come back and just double check this. And okay, we're at 67. That's pretty good. So now we've got it level, and I know that I'm in place, and this is about where I want it. So we're just going to make sure it's all nice and smooth and tight on there. I'm probably going to place one more tape tab down like this on each corner. Make sure it's pulled tight. Then take your tape and create a hinge. And we're going to do a half hinge on this. So you're going to go halfway like so, just like that. You can pull out your squeegee. You're also going to need a little razor blade or a knife. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to rip these tape tabs like so. And these are going to basically be my registration marks to make sure I land in the same spot that I did originally. Go ahead and pull back my release liner. Okay. Now if I want, I can fold my corner back and just tab it up on the wall. No, it may not hold it, so what I'll do is maybe cut off a little piece of tape and just tab it like that so it holds up here. Take my knife, cut the release liner like so. Make sure you have a nice fresh blade so that way it cuts nice and smooth on your paper and you don't get a frayed edge. Just kind of wipe the edge of your paper down like that and get all the little fuzzy stuff off. You can pull your material back over like so, halfway. Go ahead and tab it down in the corners and make sure that your tape tabs line up right here. Okay. Come back to my squeegee and go ahead and squeegee down like this. Up and down strokes, half and half, halfway on, halfway off. So you're kind of doing like an overlap all the way down. There we go. And just make sure it's down real good. Push nice and hard. Okay. Now I can go ahead and take off my middle hinge. Once again, I'm going to rip my tape tabs over on the side so I have a reference point. Pull this back. Go ahead and pull my release liner back. Come across and go ahead and tab this down again. And then squeegee from where I started all the way across. Okay. Now I'm pushing pretty firm. You definitely want to make sure you push kind of hard. Putting that decent amount of pressure down. Okay, now I can pull off my tape tabs on the wall. Okay, now go ahead and remove the release liner. I'm just going to pick the corner and just pull back lightly. And you kind of want to pull it flat up against it and just let it roll off like so. Now as you're pulling it off, make sure and watch the corners. Sometimes the corners may tend to stick to your pre-mask, it may pull up, so if it does, just make sure you hold the corner down. This isn't doing too bad, it's staying down pretty good. Okay, there we go. My little corner came up, so just push it back down. Like that. And there we go. And now our Vance and Hines logo has been installed. If you need to, you can come back with anything soft, whether it be a sponge or your hand or your squeegee, and come across, and you can go ahead and push it back down if you see anything. It's on there pretty good, it's on pretty tight, but if I wanted to, I could take the white squeegee, which I've included, and just kind of push it down over the top. That way it just pushes down over the wall, makes sure it's all nice and tight. And you're all set. And that would conclude your installation of your Vance and Hines decal. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call.